Hello, everybody. This is Junior Mafia, and this is episode 1 of the Tetra Talks, which is about school. And before I actually get into anything, I'll say this right now. I'm currently in my second year of college, and sorry about that. And I'm thinking probably stopping after the second semester has come to a close, which would be somewhere in May. Now, I did think about maybe going for a third year at least, because there's some classes that I need to take to get an associate's degree in electrical engineering, which is what I want to pursue. But at the same time, I also need to find a job somewhere to at least earn some money so I can try to find a place for myself to live. Or I could try to help my dad out with starting a business. But anyways, back to the main subject. I feel like there's always this little debate that goes unnoticed, should you be in school or not? One side will be yes, because you're gonna learn all the basic necessary life skills, kind of being responsible and whatnot, and being a good person too. Well, I mean, there's a lot of other things, but I can't really list them off in my head quickly. But on the other hand, there's also how many think of this, you learn math, science, English, and I guess in some cases cooking too, because some schools offer that. But out of all the stuff you will learn throughout your school years, how much of that stuff is actually going to be applied in real life? I mean, it depends on what you're going to be doing. Some of that stuff will be necessary. However, I mean, when it comes to... Actually, no, that's not what I want to say. I feel like I should have written a script for this, but I'm just going at this just straight on. But yeah, anyways. There's also that part, how much of this stuff are you actually going to be using in the real world? Now, if you look at these photos, this is typically what most schools look like. But this is United States and whatnot. In other countries, it's going to look a lot more different. Or relatively the same. Who knows? And, yeah. Well, I mean, you got a few stages. You got daycare, so that's as you're a baby. You got preschool. Then you got elementary school, middle school, high school, and then college. Also, I believe in other countries they have a different system as well, with how they list off each phase and whatnot. But that's how it's in the United States, so we're going off of that. Now, in high school, I mean, that's usually the time where you should start thinking of what you want to do in the future. And it's also the point of am I gonna go to college or not? I mean, that decision is up to anyone. But I mean, for me, since I'm Hispanic, after I graduated from high school, my dad was kind of nudging me a little bit to be you should come work with me now. I'm just yes, that would be good, but then again, I mean, a lot of jobs in more recent years are being all you gotta have at least some kind of college degree, a high school diploma is no longer gonna cut it. And I'm okay, maybe I should at least try to get an associate's degree in engineering, just to be safe, because who knows. And yeah, like fast forward to now, it's probably gonna have to take me a bit more than like a I guess like a little halfway into my third year to get my associate's degree, because I actually got a little screwed over in my first year of college. Like I only had 3 classes like last year, whereas now I'm trying to get like at least 8 classes in. What else is there? Let's see. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to get an associate's degree, so it's like at least the bare minimum. Some others will try to get like a bachelor's or a master's degree. I mean, if you're trying to go for like a PhD, that's like a whole other can of worms. Like even I wouldn't be able to do that. And yeah, I mean, if you're going for a PhD, then congratulations, you're gonna be making something incredible. But if not, I mean, that's alright. At least you're gonna pursue like what you want to do. Which also leads to this: like, are you sure, like, the career that you want to pursue is going to be good? Because I have known some people who have like gotten their dream jobs, but it turned out not to be all that exciting and whatnot. So they just dropped it and did something else. I mean, me, if I don't get my associate's degree, I mean, the other thing I could try to do is YouTube right now, like, as I'm doing this. But I mean, I also thought about like making a business with my dad, like in the construction field, which is pretty cool. I'll probably talk about more about like jobs and whatnot in the next episode of Tetra Talks. Hopefully that time I'll have like a script ready. Well, not a script, more like a list of things I should talk about, just so everything flows more smoothly. But yeah. Initiating awkward silence now. But anyways, school in general should be important because, you know, you're going to learn a lot of things that are going to come in handy in life. I mean, many of those things probably aren't going to be needed, but at least you'll have like a general understanding of what many things are. Well, they don't teach you how to pay your taxes in school, so that's another thing. Well, I mean, the United States, I mean, you have to figure out your own taxes, whereas most other countries in the world, they, like, you're given, like, your tax report and, like, how much you have to pay back, like, to the government. Which I sometimes think to myself, like, damn, you guys are lucky. I mean, I don't pay taxes myself because I don't live on my own. I don't have a job currently. Like, I'm still under the care of my parents. I think I've gotten a little off topic now, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, there's also like workloads in school. I mean, like I feel like from the moment you're born and then as you're entering middle school, your workloads aren't really that bad, so you can at least relax a bit after finishing your work. Middle school, I guess, depending on how it is, it could either be smooth or quite rough. High school, you get more work, probably less time to do things unless you sign up for multiple classes. And then college, you could ultimately decide how many classes you want. But, like in my case, since I have like 4 different classes and each of them assign quite a bit of assignments, I've kind of lost all my free time to do anything. Like anything else. I mean, like, as I'm recording this, I have like 8 different assignments due within like a 1 week time span. One of the assignments I'm currently doing right now, or not currently doing right now because I'm recording this, is actually my midterm assignment. And I only have like one part left to finish, but it's quite difficult. And since this is an online class, that means I don't actually interact with people. Or unless they like somehow find a way to interact with everyone else, which I guess is convenient. And the rest of my other classes, they're fairly easy, but I don't know, we're just given a lot of work to do. Now that I think about it, actually no, what am I even thinking of right now? Hold on. Damn it, hold on. Oh yeah, I do apologize for all these, like, I guess long pauses. I just can't really think straight at the moment because I got a lot of work to do within like the next week or so. Because next week is technically the week of the midterms. However, for one of my classes, they're just having the midterm, or they're just having the midterm be due today, so we don't gotta worry about it later. Which I guess is cool, but I mean it's also adding a bit more stress. I guess when you pick your classes in college, alright, I'm talking about college right now, so forget everything else before that. At least make sure you know what classes you're going to be taking, and also what time you have these classes at. Because for my trigonometry class, it's like it takes place at like the evening and then goes in to the night. And I also come walking back home. I mean, my mom does offer to like drive, or like pick me up, I should say, like after class, but I usually just prefer to walk back home because, well, I mean, I also need a form of exercise. I don't have time to do that like after finishing up multiple assignments in a day. So I use walking as a means to compensate for that. Also, yeah, with college, whenever you have a lot of things to do, at this point it becomes a battle against time. And also a battle for like time management. Because think about it, you have all these classes you have to do. You might have a job, you might have like hobbies or relationships or other things that are also important. All of these different things that you have are basically fighting for your time. Either you have to focus one thing each time or just manage everything as best you can. I mean, me, since I don't have a job or any kind of relationships like dating and whatnot, I do have a bit more flexibility with how I get my work done. Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but like basically all of my classes are online, except for my math class. I actually have to be there physically. But yeah, that's also why I have time to do other things, at least, because sometimes these assignments will take long to do and finish. I mean, sometimes they'll give you like a few days up to like a week to turn them in. It depends on like your professor and I guess the whole course schedule. But usually I'd say given like 2 to 3 days maximum to finish an assignment, which is alright by my standards. Well, anyways, I'm gonna stop the video right here. I still have to finish my midterm, which I should have done. Which I guess I could have finished yesterday, but I had some other things going on, so it was kind of put off until the last minute, in a way. But anyways, yeah, that'll be it then. I'd also like to think, like to my viewers right now, like what are your opinions about school? And if there's anything I left out, why not let me know in the comments? Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll actually make a list for the next video. Anyways, I will see you guys next week on episode 2.